Oh, man, it's summer, it's hot out here, and I look so sporty as I'm drinking my homemade sports drink. That's right, we're gonna flex some culinary skills so we can flex some muscles. Let's get to the kitchen and let's get to it. Hey everybody, my name is Dennis, and my wife and I are on a mission to help people realize that just because disease is common doesn't mean it has to be normal. You have a lot more control over your health than you realize. And part of that control is in knowing what kind of electrolytes to drink. And this is gonna replace normal sports drinks that you'll buy at the store like Gatorade. The problem with Gatorade is that it's full of processed sugars, artificial dyes, preservatives in there like sodium benzoate. I will bet you $1,000 right now there's sodium benzoate in Gatorade, and I haven't even looked at the label recently. Think about this. You sweat, it's salty. You cry, it's salty. I don't cry, but if you cry, it's salty. When you pee, I mean, it's gross. If you were to taste it, it's salty. Even if you don't taste it, it's still salty, but I don't recommend tasting the pee. Maybe we'll cut that one out. The fact is that when water leaves your body, it's salty. And when you are out sweating in the sun, having a lot of water leave your body, you're losing a lot of salt, and then you need to replenish that salt. So you need lots and lots of salt. Am I saying eat lots of salt? Yes. Now you're probably thinking, Dennis, are you trying to kill me? No, I'm trying to save you. You need lots of salt. But what about blood pressure? Isn't salt gonna spike my blood pressure? It will if you use refined salt. That means it was made in a laboratory. We don't want laboratory salt. We want sea salt. Not just any sea salt. We don't want to go out and buy Morton's sea salt that's been iodized. No, we want good, unrefined sea salt. Boom! One of my favorite brands of sea salt right here, Celtic Gray Sea Salt. It's got a fantastic flavor, but it also says unrefined mineral salt. So that's how you know it's unrefined. Himalayan pink salt, Redmond's real salt, fantastic brand. This one right here, fantastic price, fantastic taste, fantastic quality. Can't recommend this one enough. Not sponsored, but just, I love this brand. Unrefined sea salt is gonna provide us the perfect balance of electrolytes because it's like 99% the exact same composition as the electrolytes in our body. So the minerals in here are like the same as the minerals in our body that we need. And so that's just, it's absolutely fantastic. I've got 7 lemons here that I'm gonna just cut in half, and then we'll juice those. Now I've got 1 cup of lemon juice, and that took me about 6.5 large lemons. So maybe 7 or 8 if you're using small lemons. I suppose you could also buy lemon juice, but if you read the ingredients on like every lemon juice, they have preservatives in there. Why are we looking for preservatives? Chemicals are not food, okay? But we can't have lemonade without some water, so where's our water? Ugh. Ask and you shall receive. Here's my water. I got it in a large mason jar. I got 4 cups of water. I'm gonna put my lemon juice in with the water. Now I'm gonna add 2 large teaspoons of salt. And yes, that may sound like a lot of salt, and that's because it is a lot of salt. If you look at the electrolyte count on Gatorade, it is actually surprisingly low, making it not just chemically full, but also it's just not even full of the thing that it's advertised to have, electrolytes, right? So Gatorade is just one of the worst drinks out there. I don't recommend it at all, in case you can't tell. That's why I make my own sports drinks. Grab a spoon to mix this up because that salt needs to dissolve in here. Otherwise, you're gonna get salt clumped at the bottom and not mixed throughout, and it's not gonna taste good when you get down to the bottom. Plus, you're not getting all that salt in the first couple glasses. Vigorously mix this for a while. So take a look at this, see if you got any salt settling on the bottom. I really don't have much, if any, salt settling, so that means that we did a fantastic job. Now, I'm also going to add some sweetener to this because right now, this is just lemon and water and salt. And as you can imagine, it's pretty tart, pretty sour. So we want some sweetener. In traditional lemonade, most lemonades anyway, you've got refined white sugar. No way that's gonna spike your blood sugar levels. because it's refined. It's gonna throw your body out of whack. If you're needing a sports drink, you don't wanna be drinking refined sugars, which is why we don't want Gatorade. So what do we do instead? We're gonna use an unrefined sugar. You got a couple options, but my favorite, some local raw honey. This is fantastic for actually reducing the appearance of like pollen allergies, because honey is made from pollen. So if you get some local raw honey, it actually, it trains your body to not see pollen as an enemy. So we're gonna do 2/3 cups. Does add a nice flavor in there. You can also use some unrefined cane sugar if you want. A little bit of maple syrup would work too. This honey is also gonna give you a real quick, nice energy boost that's not gonna leave you with a sugar crash like refined sugar, but you're gonna actually like gently come down from it, but it does give you a nice energy boost. So if you're working out, this is a really good drink for that. And once everything is dissolved and mixed in, that's the drink right here. This is the concentrated version though. It's gonna be the one with the most flavor, the most electrolytes. If you don't want it to be quite so strong on the flavor, just dilute it with 1 or 2 cups of water, just whatever you're liking, and that's about it. So now we just need to pour this into a glass and take a little swig. And keep in mind that if you add ice to it, it will dilute as the ice melts. So if you don't want it super strong, just add some ice. Oh, that is refreshing. I will say that this is definitely a different flavor than regular lemonade. If someone served this to me and I didn't know it was intended as a sports drink, I would be surprised. It does taste fantastic. I really do enjoy the flavor, but just know that it's not gonna taste the exact same as a regular lemonade. In this case though, more important than the taste is the fact that just a single glass is gonna help me avoid sunburn because of all the antioxidants from the vitamin C in here. It's gonna keep my skin nice and healthy. It's also gonna help me avoid heat stroke and sun sickness from getting, all of my electrolytes drained through my sweat. This is gonna help replenish that and hydrate my body super effectively. So I've got several days now, or at least a couple days of lemonade that I can...
Enough talking boring, Dennis. I need to let everybody know that they need to follow me on Twitter for my unhinged health advice that most people, they're just too scared to hear. The handle is Dennis Scratch.
Otherwise, you can also follow me on my YouTube channel. Just like subscribe and like for kitchen tools, nutritious cooking, and healthy living. That's about it.